All right, I'm back. I'm just going to give a little summary the best way I know how, and that's the long version with some long-winded humor. And this is a very serious subject. The fact is that I'm swimming in the pool, hopefully will grab the attention of some and bring a call to action by all. To try to summarize in a longer winded way about what the hell are we doing. If you're outside, period, and if you decided I'm not going to have my head in the sand today, you're going to see things that are going to blow your mind. You're going to say, how is this possible? How are these people doing this and getting away with it? Riding in the streets with bicycles, people hand in phone, head down in the phone, people walking in the street, crossing the street, head in the phone, watching video, texting, pushing babies across the street, while their head is going up and down, texting. They're not watching cars making lefts and rights. And of course, the vehicles. People in the vehicles doing things that you're actually witnessing the same behavior that is killing 9 or 10 people today. You're witnessing the same behavior. And if you don't have your head in the sand, that's I guess the phrase of the day, you will see this. And it could be anything from texting to continue to text after a red light when the green light changes, phone in hand, engaged with phone, ready to receive a message, ready to continue typing a message, whatever. People doing things in the car they shouldn't be doing. And when you see this, you're like, what am I seeing here? What can I do about this? This is disgusting. You know, I think we can all do something. As I mentioned, there's a call to action that's needed. When you see these things on the streets, in the cars, on the bikes, on the walkways, you can make some kind of an expression. I'll leave it to you what kind of expression that is. And if you want to paint a picture of it, this is what you think you've been seeing for 5 years. Please put together an illustration of it. You know, you want to sing a song, you want to make a poem, by all means. We are crazy for letting this happen. How can we see this every single day and not do anything about it? You know, so there you go, poet. You know, make it happen. Say something that's going to, you know, hit to the heart about what we see, what we're complicit to, I guess, and what are we letting go? What are we seeing every single day, which is, you know, gross negligent behavior? How do we help denormalize this behavior? All of us call to action is what's needed. For the cell phone companies and the providers, you need to do a whole lot more. You guys have thousands of retail shops. I would love to know one authorized dealer that works for one of the big providers, cell phone companies, where they have some sort of visual presence in the store about don't text and drive, or this is how you use your phone properly and this is how you don't. You know, how come they're not doing that? Are they setting up any sort of 1-800 helplines for those people that admit they have a problem? Because they do. People have been surveyed and they admit to doing or using social platforms while driving. So what are we doing to help these people? What are we doing? They're addicted. They're not putting their phone behind them in the back seat. Why can't they put their phone in the back seat behind them so they don't have to reach? You know, this is something that needs to happen. They need to do more. This opportunity, you can't leave it to, you know, the highway departments with limited budgets and the signs that they showed telling you don't text and drive. And they come up with some clever ones too. Try to make an effective impression on you. But it's just not happening because the injuries and deaths are occurring every single day in the country. So they have to do more. Why aren't they doing this? They're not. And then, of course, there's lawsuits out there, and people are sad. They're sad, and they're suing manufacturers of phones, saying they could have, these accidents, horrible accidents could have been prevented. So what can we do as individuals right now? So call to action is we need to do something. All of us need to share with our friends our own frustration with it, and hopefully that will change some of our friends' behavior. I don't know if it's going to be one platform that's set up where it all comes together, but we all have a network on these social platforms. A lot of these people do. And if one steps up and shares with their social platform and their friends on these social platforms, very strong expressions of frustration and, enough is enough, then maybe we could start getting some places. But right now, it's all disingenuous. I don't really think that anything that's going on with initiatives by the carriers and the providers are making any difference. People don't want to change their behavior. They're not looking to find things on their phone to disable their phones while they're driving. They're not looking for it. So why aren't we sharing this in the stores with them? There's people that come into stores and they're not doing enough, or setting up 1-800 helplines. It's an epidemic of our time, big time. And now also the the video content providers on demand. You're going to have to do something to show that you're aware that people are watching programs on the go. What does on the go mean? People are moving. People are on the go. Point out to the people, your subscribers, that on the go does not mean while you're driving. Put a big X in there. Period. Something. You have to show people what on the go is and isn't when it comes to appropriate viewing. And they're spending billions of dollars. All you read about now is how people are just like watching programs. People need to get the programs in and join their conversation with their friends. They're going to be watching programs at inappropriate times so they could join the conversation, and they're caught up on all the latest programs or the latest episodes. It's ridiculous, but it's true. We need to share with people, this is how you do watch, this is how you don't. So more of this needs to happen. The research is there. There's so much research that's telling us that people are not, or people are watching and using the social platforms while they're driving. And it's insane. So, things need to be stepped up in a big way. And I want to continue doing this till there's some real action. And anyone who's listening that wants to help from an independent person to share their frustration or start paying attention to reform, or anyone who's in the news business or producing news content, they should be producing more information and putting pressure on these companies that have access to their subscribers, and to do something. So hopefully, something will start going on in a big way, and we could all feel like we're doing more. All right. Well, thank you.